If you are looking for a best quiz maker plugin for WordPress, then this video is going to be super helpful for you. In this video, I will show you how you can create a quiz section like this. Here you can see we have a image and we have the quiz title and description. So let's check how this quiz works, and later we can discuss what are the settings you will get on the quiz maker plugin. So let's click on the start, and as you can see, we have a percentage showing up here and the timing is showing like this. So let's click on here, let's click on next, and you can see the countdown starts and we have 33 seconds left and we have completed 40%. Now let's click on here, let's click on next, click on the answer, and let's click on next. Now we can also make it full width or make it like this. So let's click on finish. After that, it will ask you to enter your name and email address or phone number to see the result. So let me quickly do that. So let me enter my name and I can add my email address, and you can also enter your phone number. So you can make some field required and you can make the phone number optional as well. So let's click on see result. So in this way, you can collect emails from your visitors and later you can send them marketing emails or newsletter like this. And you can see your score is 40% and the average score is 40%. So let me click on full screen, and here you can rate this quiz and you can send feedback here. And you can see we have the questions and we have 4 answers, and this is the explanation, and you can also insert images in the explanation, and all the questions have this explanation like this. Now we have different type of quiz sections, so we are going to use the quiz maker plugin. So here you can add different type of quiz sections, like you can add radio, you can add checkbox for multiple choice questions, or you can add a drop down for MCQ questions, and you can also add a text field where user have to write the answer in the written form, and you can also add a short text questions, and you have the number questions here, date, by banner for HTML, and fill in the blanks matching. So all these quiz type are there in this plugin quiz maker. So let's check how we can set up this and install this plugin and add questions and add the quiz to our website. So let's start the video. So first of all, let me go to a blank website here. So let's go to dashboard. Now let's go to plugins. Let's click on add plugin. Now you can download the plugin from here and you can quickly upload the plugin, or you can simply search for quiz maker. And here is the quiz maker plugin. Let's install it. And the best part of this plugin is that you can create unlimited number of quizzes tests using this plugin, and this is completely free, although you get some additional options in the pro version, but free version have enough features here. So let's click on settings. Now you will see a quiz maker option here. So let's click on agree and continue. And this is the dashboard of quiz maker. So here you will get quizzes, questions, quiz category, question category, custom field, result, integration, and general settings. So here you can add different type of quizzes. So here you can see we have an example mathematics quiz. So let me click on that. And here you can add different type of questions in this quiz, and you can embed this quiz in a page or post. Then we have questions, so you need to list all the questions, and later then you can select those questions in the quizzes sections. So we'll go through each of the settings. So you can select all and you can delete it like this. Let's click on apply. Now let's click on the quiz category. Suppose you want to add quizzes for science, mathematics, physics, or you want to add questions for biology, then you can create all these subjects here. So let me quickly add some categories. So I will click on add new, and let me add science, and I will click on save and close. Now let's click on add new, and let me add math. Let's click on save and close. Now let's add English. Alright, I have created some category for the quiz section. Now we can also add question category. So let me click on that. And let me add some categories for questions. And let me add categories like class X. Click on save and add new. And let me add class IX. As you can see, we have added classes X, IX, XI, and you can also add tags for the questions, but it is in pro version. So in free version, you can add categories here. All right, now let's go to questions, and we need to add few questions here. So to add questions, let me click on add new, and here I have generated few questions using ChatGPT. So let me copy the questions here, and to add questions we can add the questions like this, and you can add images including the questions. So you can ask image questions, and here you can select question type. So we have radio. You can see we have 3 checkbox like this, and you can also enable checkbox. So if you have multiple questions, multiple answer questions, then user can select all the correct answer from here. And we have drop down questions, and then we have text questions, and we have short text, and then we have number. So you can add like 5 plus 5, and user have to type 10 in the number field. So you can use a number here. You can select date questions, true and false. So you can add your questions, and you can add true and false like this. So here in this case I'm going to use radio here. Now let me add few questions, and after that let me copy the answers here. And here you need to select the right answer. So here is the right answer, and here you can select the question category. So this is for class 10, and for tax we need to upgrade to pro version. And let's click on advanced setting, and here you can add question hint. So it will show a hint to answer the questions, and you can add a explanation for the question. So let me copy the explanation, and I will paste the explanation here. And you can also add a message for wrong answer, and you can add a message for right answer as well. And you can also add a note text, like you can show additional information below the questions like this. All right, now we can add different options like hide question text on the front end, and enable strips slashes for questions. So we don't need that all these settings. So you need to enter your explanations, and here in the general tab you can add your questions. You can add a image in the questions like this, and here I will click on save and new. So let me click on that so that we can add few more questions here. So let me copy the second questions, and let me click on here, and you can select here the type. Suppose you want to add a true or false, then you can add true or false like this. And I'm showing this for an example. And we need to add settings, and let's add the question explanation here. Now let's click on save and new. Now let's add third questions. And here you note that by default it is giving 3 answer field. We can change that in the general setting. So let me add it first. So I will click on plus, and I can add the fourth answer. Now here I can select the question category to class 10th. Let's click on settings, and in the question explanation field let me add the explanation here. Now let's click on save and close. So we need to select the correct answer. So let's click on general setting, and let me select the correct answer here, and I will click on save and close. Now we need to go to the general setting first. So I will click on general setting, and here you can see answer default count. So let me change that to 4. So whenever you add new questions, 4 default answer count will show. So you can add 4 answers, so you don't have to click on add new answer. And you can also set a default question category, and you can select a default questions type as well. And all these options like text area height, WP editor height, all these options. And you can also enable answers, allow HTML for new questions. All these settings are not necessary. Now let's click on save changes, and let me go to questions, and let me add 2 more questions here. So I will click on add new, and let's add the questions. Alright, we have added 5 questions. Now let's create the quiz to add it to our pages. So I will go to quizzes, and I will delete the existing one. So let me click on delete. Now let's click on add new, and let me set a title science quiz class X like this. So you can add a quiz image. So let me click on add image, and let me say upload a image from the media library. So let me select this image, and here you can select this size. So let me select large size here, and you can set the alignment as well. Let's click on insert to post. Alright, we have added the quiz image and the title. Now we can add a description here. Now you can select the quiz category. So this is a science quiz, so I can select the quiz category to science. Now let's insert few questions. So here you can sort it through questions category, and you can select all these questions like this, and I will click on insert questions. Now all these questions are inserted in this quiz, and here let's click on style, and here we have different style. So you can choose a black color quizzes, or a elegant light, classic dark, classic light. So let me select classic light here, and we have some premium options as well. Then we have the quiz width. So if you want to set it as full width, then you can remove it and keep it blank for 100%, or you can set a specified quiz width like 900 pixel. Now you can set a quiz max width for mobile for responsiveness, and here you can set quiz content max width, quiz minimum height. So let me change it to 500 pixel. Now you can change the quiz color. So I can select a predefined color, or I can select the color code from here. So let me select this as a quiz color, and you can change the background color as well. So let's keep it default, and here you can change the text color, button text color, and we have the border radius. So let me change it to 0, and we can also remove the box shadow here. So it will remove the box shadow around the quiz, and we can add a background image as well. So let me click on add image, and as you can see we have a background image like this. So for now let me remove that, and you can hide background image on result page or from the start page like this. You can add a gradient style as well, and you can add a quiz container border like this, and you can increase the width, and you can change the color as well like this, and you can set quiz image height, and you can set the progress bar style like this, rounded, rectangle, or with strip like this, with strip and animation. So this is looking good. Now you can set the progressive live bar status to strip with animation, and you can set the bottom position to center, left, right, or space between. So keep it as center. And we have quiz title text shadow, so it will put a shadow around the title. So there is a lot of options here, and you can set the question animation effect to fade like this, and question font size on mobile and desktop, and you can set the text alignment, question image alignment. You can set the image height for questions, and similarly we have the answer styles, and you can also select any of the style from here. Now let's select the button, so you can keep a small button or a large button, and you can set the button font size and all these options here. Now let's scroll off and let's go to settings, and here you can set it as publish, and you can enable a timer on the quiz. So let's say we have 5 questions, so I will give 30 seconds for this quiz, and you can set a message before timer, so it will show a timer like this, hurry up, the time is ticking, before 30 seconds, or let's keep it to 40 seconds like this. And here you can set a message before starting the quiz, and we have message after timer ends, and you can also show timer on page tab, turn on warning so that it will display a warning like 90% of the quiz is completed. And you can also randomize your questions so that every time you enter the quiz, the question will be randomized, and similarly you can randomize your answers, so the answer will be shuffle, so the position of the answer will shuffle every time you enter the quiz. And here you can enable a question bank so that user can select 50 questions or 10 questions and attempt that quiz. So we have the question bank option as well, and you can group questions by category and enable question numbering by category. Here you can see show question explanation, so I want to show it on the result page. And you can also schedule the quiz, so you can set the time so that the quiz will be scheduled on that particular time. And here show questions category, and let's click on hint icon, so let me hide it. And you can enable full screen mode, and you can enable a quiz display page URL, and you can also enable payment for quiz, so it is in pro version. We have enabled text to speech option as well. And for answers, I don't want to show the questions answer during the quiz, so I want to show it on the result page. And answer numbering, so you can set it like ABCD or 1 2 3 4 like this, so I will put ABCD here. And for the start page you can show title, description, and you can show pass user count, so which category, so average ratings. So all these options will be shown in the start page. You can display the quiz author, creation time, and everything. And we have the, you can enable a finish button here, so enable clear answer button. And we have enable audio autoplay option, enable live progress bar, make sure to enable it. And here you can enable percentage view, so whenever you attempt the questions it will show a live progress bar. And here you can change your authors, so you can select your author from here. And enable confirmation box for the see result button, so let me enable that. And you can also enable sound for right and wrong answer. And you can also add a background music so that the music will play in the background while you attempting the quiz. So there is a lot of options using this plugin. You can fully customize your quizzes. So let me save it first. Now let's check how you can customize the result settings. So here you can set a result message. You can set a pass score percentage. So if a user make 50% correct answer, then it will be declared as pass, and otherwise you will be declared as failed. So you can set that percentage here. And here you can see display score, so by correct answer count, or you can display percentage. You can also hide score, and you can set redirection after submission. So if someone submit the quiz, then you will be able to redirect that person to a specific page. So you can set a delay so that it will redirect after specified time. So we have that options. And here we have quiz loader option, and here you can show button and quiz fail. All these options are not needed. Let's enable quiz assessment, so you can show the last 5 reviews, and you can display all reviews button. We can make the review field required or make it as optional, and we can also display a rating title and thank you message, and we can also enable social buttons here, so user can share your quiz on different social media platforms, and you can also enable social follow buttons so they can follow you on social media platform. So all these options are there. So let me click on limitation users, so you can limit the user, like if someone attempt the quiz, then you won't be able to attempt that quiz again. So you can limit use through their IP user IDs, or you can set it cookies. So all these limitation options are there. So let me uncheck that for now, and you can also limit that for logged in users, and you can also show a login form so that they can log in and enter the quiz. And you can also only enable for selected roles, so only authors, contributors can, or subscribers can attempt the quiz. So all these options are there. Now you can collect user data from your quiz as well. So here you can add a title, and for information I will select after quiz, and you can collect name, email and phone number, and make the name and email required. Phone number is optional, so that every time a user finish the quiz, it will show a form field to collect their emails. And you can also autofill logged in user data, and you can display form field with labels, so you can enable that. Let's click on save. Now if you are using pro version, then you can also email a certificate to that users, and you can integrate different platforms. So let me click on integrations. So you can integrate MailChimp, you can accept payment through PayPal, Stripe, and you can enable reCAPTCHA to prevent spam, Zapier integration, Slack settings, Google Sheets. So all these integrations are there in the pro version. But let's check how this which works. So we have explained each and every settings that you will get in the quiz plugin. So let's embed that quiz. So you can see, to make your quiz live, copy the shortcode. So let me copy it, and I can go to post or page. So let me go to page here, and let me click on add page, and let me add like science quiz for class X, like this. And let me paste this shortcode here, and let me publish it, and let's check how this quiz works. So let me click on view page, and as you can see, we have the quiz section and we have the ratings, and let's click on start quiz. Now let me set it as full screen, and you can see, you can select your questions, and you can exit your full screen, and you can see we have the timer going on in the tab as well. Let's go to full screen, let's click on next, or let's click on previous. You can select your answer. Alright, now the name and email is autofilled because we have enabled that option to autofill user data if available, or user have to enter the name and email address here. Now let's click on see result, and let's click on OK. Now it will show the animation, so you can change the animation as well. And here you can see we have score 1 out of 5, and it will show the explanations, and you can also insert images in the explanation field. It will show the category here as well. So this is how the quiz plugin works. So you have a lot of options using this quiz. So let's click on send feedback here. Alright, you can see the feedback is now showing in the result page. So you can control that if you want to display that feedback or not. Now let's go to the backend, and here you can select result, and here you can see all the users that attempted this quiz. So you can see the user ID, user IP address, name, email address, and the rating they have given. And you can see the statistics in the premium version, and we have the leaderboard. So it will display all the users that attempted and display the scores here. And you can see the reviews as well. So you can see the reviews, so you can delete reviews if you want. So we have all these options, and you can integrate different email marketing platform to collect that emails. So this is how this plugin works. So let me know if the plugin is helpful for you or not, and if you are going to use it on your WordPress website or not. And by the way, I have given all this link in the description, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.